Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am completely burnt out. I've had a breakdown for the past week, every single night, and I'm starting to come out of it. So I just kind of feel like this is the time to actually talk about it and actually be really open with you guys about what the fuck is going on. But first, I wanted to show you this giant protein bar. Does it fit on the frame? Yes, it does. That I just got sent from Barbells. I haven't tried them yet, so I don't want to like say that they're good or anything, but if they are good, I will be posting them on. This is like filled with protein bars, all vegan. And they're coming to Canada, so they were like, we're gonna send you some, you can try them out, and I'll post them on my Instagram if they're good. If they're not good, you won't see them on my Instagram. That's just how it works. But I want this whole video to be just talking about my burnout and opening up a little bit about it, because I've been listening to podcasts, I've been taking a bit of a break off of social media, and you guys deserve an update, you know? I also want to show you guys some of the new styles that are coming to Lifted, because we have so many new fucking things coming up. And like, yeah, you know, Lifted has become a huge part of my life. And it's just, I'm just genuinely excited for all the new stuff. If I'm being honest with you guys, like, I feel like I'm just testing a lot of stuff right now. And we've grown so much. I'm like, every day I'm like amazed at this fucking business that we've grown. And yeah, anyways, I'm just making lunch right now, and then I'm gonna go through some of the new styles with you. But first, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has reached out and supported me. Once I posted this TikTok, I'm not gonna post it here, but if you go to my TikTok, I've got one where I talk about my burnout and just me being burnt out. And I cried and completely broke down on camera, which was very fucking hard, but at the same time, I think you guys deserve it. Like, okay, here's the thing, is you guys have been like my best friends for like a while now, over a year. And I feel like I can genuinely share everything with you guys. Not in a sense of like I just feel like you guys support me the most. Like, you support what I need. And it's not even like you guys are like, oh, push through the burnout. You guys are like, no, take time off social media, take whatever time that you need. Like, we'll still be here when you come back. And I feel like I've grown this community that actually supports each other, not just me. Like, you guys support each other. You guys are there for each other. Anyone that's trying to grow a business within Lifted, like, you guys are there supporting her. It's like, anyways, I just appreciate you guys, and appreciate everyone that has just been here through like all of it. We've been through a lot together, I feel like, and burnout is just another thing that we can get through, you guys. So if anyone is feeling like burnt out, so I listened to this podcast, and this podcast was about burnout, obviously, but there's like different stages of burnout. And the way that I kind of knew that I was getting burnt out was things that usually fill my cup, like things that I usually enjoy doing, were getting to be really exhausting. So even things like training and stuff, like I feel like I would be training and like halfway through my workout, I would be exhausted, and like usually I'm not. I'm usually like, oh fuck, I can power through and like whatever. But when you're so in your head and you're using all of your energy on trying to get yourself out of your head, but also just, it's so draining, you guys, being burnt out, and it affects your content. Like for myself, it was affecting my content, and my content is my entire business. Not that it's draining and stuff to make the amount of content that I do, because if I'm being honest, like I put myself and my creativity into my content, and I make stuff that I genuinely like to make. Like, I feel like I can actually just like this, talk in front of the camera, and I don't have to be super fake, which I think if I'm really fake, I would be way more drained. Yeah, such a fucking roller coaster though. But I am pulling myself out of it. So I've been taking a bit of a break off of social media, not in the sense of posting. I'm still trying to post because I feel like it still gets my creative side out. But I'm trying to not scroll. So if I haven't been commenting on your stuff or I haven't been supporting as much, that's why. But I do support you guys and I love you guys. And I'm trying to put a little bit more effort into like the Snapchat groups, and obviously the app group chat is fucking amazing. It's just like supporting, and it's crazy because I can tell you guys, like I put out an app notification today. So anyone on the app got it. And oh my God, the amount of girls that were literally like, I needed to hear that so bad. I was like, same. That's why I put it out, because I needed to hear that myself. So I was like, I wonder how many girls need to hear this as well. So it was just all about like, if you're going through a hard time and stuff, like we have your back. Like everyone in the lifted community has each other's back. Like you're not alone in what you're going through. And like, I'm just proud of all the girls for just being here and just like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna make lunch and then we're gonna go through some styles that are coming up, including the new gym bags. Oh my God, I'm so excited for the gym bags. If you have me on Snapchat, you guys, here's a story about the gym bags. Sorry, I'm gonna go in a second. So yesterday I was on the phone with this girl, right? And this was like a client meeting, right? And the UPS guy knocks on the door and I'm like, okay, but he was like aggressively knocking and I was like, dude, you gotta chill. Take a fucking chill pill. So I feel like I need lip gloss. Do I have any? What is this? Glasting water gloss. Bomb. Okay. So he comes to the door. I'm on the phone. So I mute the call for a second and I'm like, dude, I'm on the phone. Like I'm with a client. Like, can you just like, what do you need? My credit card? Like what are we doing? And he's like, no, I have a bunch of boxes for you. And I was like, okay. And he's like, where do I put them? I was like, can you bring them up to my apartment? Like, what do you mean, where do you put them? Like, put them here. Like, where the fuck, what? And he's like, oh, I don't have a trolley. And I was like, you don't have a trolley? Okay, that's fine. But like, I still need them up here. So of course I'm talking to my client. So I'm like, okay, just put them downstairs, like whatever. I go downstairs 20 minutes later, you guys, and he's still bringing in these boxes. There was like 20 plus boxes. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I live in a small apartment. Where am I supposed to put all these boxes? They're in the other room, if you're asking. You're not asking, but I'm telling you anyways. And guys, like you should have seen me because he literally left them there and then he didn't even look at me and he just like walked away. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. Now I've got like 20 plus boxes to bring up the fucking elevator. What am I supposed to do? So I went and asked my like apartment building if they have like a trolley thing. Guys, I had to bring up like 3 boxes at a time and it took it took so long. Oh my God. I was like, why UPS, you're useless. You are useless. Like honestly, bring it up to my apartment. Like why am I paying this much for delivery when you're not even fucking delivering the boxes? Don't hate on me, UPS, but honestly, that was ridiculous. Anyways, I'm fucking hungry. Bye guys. Yo guys, let me just show you my lunch because fuck, it looks bomb. Are you kidding? So much protein in that shit. I've got protein pasta, some vegan sausage, and then vegan bacon, peas, onion. Oh my God, fuck me up. Do we try it? This is gonna be so hot, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, so hot. It's so good. Okay, welcome to my rack of clothing in my house. Gorgeous, it's so cute. As you can see, we have new gym bags coming out, which is probably like the most exciting thing if I'm being completely honest with you. These gym bags. Okay, yeah, I've been using my gym bag for months and honestly, you guys, like, I feel like the quality of these ones is just like 10 times better. Let me take it off for you. So on this side, we have the logo. Obviously I had to put like the small lifted stuff here because how cute. On this side it says lifted, so like whatever side you really want, you know, whatever, I don't care. And then obviously we have like a big strap that goes along the top so that you can actually like, let's do it. We got to do it. Oh, so I've got this pain right now. I don't know where the fuck it came from. Let me just, that's better. Now you guys can actually see me. I have this pain in like my, like right at the back of my mouth. It almost feels like my tooth is coming through or something. So hopefully I don't have to get my wisdom teeth out, but if I do, you best believe I'm gonna fucking vlog it because I would say some funny shit. I just know I would. Like imagine me on drugs. I didn't say it. I did say it, whoops. Yeah, anyways, so we have the long strap so you can look hot as fuck in the gym, like strolling in with this shit. I feel like this gives like a little bit more luxury to the bags. Like I'm not sure if it's just the logo or something, but I feel like this just looks a little bit more luxurious, you know, than the last ones. Love, I love it. Look at how good it looks with this green. Bomb, how cute. So, okay, I also have to talk about my burnout, you guys, because being burnt out has been like the most exhausting actually experience of my fucking life. Like I feel like I've been just trying to get out of it, and I've gone through depression before, so I genuinely think that like when you've gone through depression, you can like slip back into it like super easy. But when you've gone through it, you kind of know how to get yourself out of it. So I have found like ways to like make sure that I don't slip back into it. But I feel like burnout feels a little bit different than depression does. I feel like depression, I was crying every day, like, and I feel like it was very situational for me. Like it was during lockdown, so I was very much like, I felt really trapped and like I just couldn't get out of my mind. Like no matter what I did, it was like, but it wasn't okay. So when you're burnt out, I feel like you're still doing stuff and you're trying to like, you know, work and whatever. And I felt like my productivity wasn't shot. Like I felt like I could still be really productive, but I just felt like I was really drained easily. I had like a really short fuse for a while. So like, I felt like I was like lashing out on James for like zero reason, not like in a crazy way, but just like I would get moody really easily. And then like, you know, it just, it's so crazy because I feel like they're so similar, like depression and burnout. But in my case, I feel like both of them were so situational. So like, I feel like with lockdown, like with me being stuck in the house and stuff and not being able to do anything, and like, yeah, I went for walks and whatnot, but it just honestly really affected me. Like it did a lot of people. And just to the point of like, it almost fucks with you mentally that you feel like you're so stuck. And like, I would just cry like all day, every day. Like, I swear I remember that time of just like, I'd be like going out for a walk and I would just start crying. And I was like, bitch, you're out for a walk. Like, how are you not enjoying this right now? But like, it's actually almost impossible to enjoy things. Like, you don't see any joy in anything. But for me, it was very situational. Like, honestly, it was a lot to do with like my past relationship and stuff, and a lot to do with just like being in lockdown and whatnot. So it was just a bunch of things all together. So once I, you know, got rid of all of that, I was like, I'm fine. Whereas burnout, I feel like burnout affects me in a more like draining sort of way. Like, I feel like I'm still productive, but I feel like the stuff that I'm doing is like just draining my energy. Yeah. So I feel like I just had to kind of take a step back from everything and be like, okay, like, first of all, I started writing lists again, which like I usually write lists on my laptop. But if I'm being honest, like I'm such a pen and paper person. Like when I get to cross off something on a list, like it rewards me in a way that like just taking it off a list online or something doesn't really do the same thing. So like it's kind of just moving backwards for me and being like, okay, what do I need to do to feel better? But also take things off my plate. So I spent the last couple days as much as I can be really productive, I was like, I just need to chill the fuck out. Like, don't pressure yourself to go to the gym. Don't pressure yourself to film. Don't pressure yourself to do anything. Like, honestly, everything will happen as it needs to happen. And the more that you pressure yourself to do shit and like get down on yourself, the more that you're gonna feel worse about everything, because now you're just getting down on yourself for not working, and now you're getting down on yourself for not doing stuff. Whereas realistically, you just need to go for a fucking walk and like get your mind off stuff and maybe even learn something new. So like for me, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and just being like, okay, let's like restart this cycle. And instead of like scrolling on Instagram or trying to push out as much content as I can, like this is the perfect time for me to come back to like being authentic with my audience, like showing you guys that, you know, I can be burnt out, but like it doesn't mean that I have to shut everything down. It just means that I have to slow down and be a little bit more like honest with you guys on like what I'm going through. Next, we are gonna look at, that's such a fucking rant, oh my God. Okay, I still feel like that was kind of a dark angle, so I've moved you guys over. This is obviously still the same fucking clothing rack. We're still in the same place in my house. I do need to do an apartment tour. I'm sorry, you guys, I've been slacking on the apartment tour. The only reason is I feel like my apartment is not done. Like I genuinely feel like it's just not the design that I want, and like, if I'm being completely honest, we've spent our money on lifted and we haven't wanted to spend our money on like that kind of stuff. Cause I feel like James and I are really fucking simple. We're very much like, I will live on my laptop and that's fine. Like we will sleep on the floor if we need to. Like we're so simple. We're not sleeping on the floor, guys. We have a bed, but that's just us. So I have these shorts, bodysuits, that I've actually just ordered and they're gorgeous. Okay, so these are just like the other ones. So they've got the built-in bra, as well as like the back isn't too low. And I find that the shorts aren't too short. Like I feel like some bodysuits you can be like, okay, my whole fucking ass is hanging out. Not that that's a bad thing. I actually love that for us. But I just wanted it to be like something that you could actually wear like out in summer if you wanted to, because that's kind of like what I want to do. Like I want to be able to sit on my balcony in this and just chill and like smoke some pot, because realistically, if you are picking just this outfit, you don't have to pick like a matching set or like pick the bra and the shorts. You could just pick this, which makes it so much fucking easier. I am just about the simple life. So yeah, we have this in the light beige, and then there's a black, and then there's also the brown again, because brown is just like a classic and I just love it. Yeah, the clothing thing, you guys, has been such a learning fucking journey. Like I genuinely think that just the whole process, like even me shipping stuff out has been like, how do I even do this? Like I had to learn how to print labels. I had to learn how to like do everything. So like I actually know that like I felt like I knew I was gonna get burnt out at some point, and like I just feel like when you're a business owner, like eventually you're gonna get to that burnout point, because you're doing so many jobs, like you're wearing so many different hats, and it's like, not that it's a bad thing, but it can get really difficult, especially when you like don't have the money to afford like the help that you need, or like you just don't have the help that you actually need. Which is kind of just how it is when you start out. And it's not even like a bad thing. Like I'm genuinely like enjoying it. I feel like I'm actually just having fun with the whole thing and learning everything. Even for the podcast, we had to learn lighting. We had to learn how to even work a fucking mic. You guys, mics aren't just like plug into the fucking computer and it's great. And here's the thing is, James and I are both really perfectionist people, both of us. So when we're talking about the podcast, the reason that it's taken so long for us to get it actually up, if you're not following the podcast page, you should. But the reason that it took us so long to get it actually going was like we had to order more lights, we had to get the right mics. We're just such perfectionists. It's actually crazy. And for us, like we wanted the first ones that we put out, because I feel like the podcast really means a lot to me, in a sense of I'm spilling everything on the podcast. Like I feel like I'm going into this podcast and I'm not holding anything back. And the only reason that I'm like not holding anything back is I feel like I want it to be a space where nobody has to hold anything back. Like if you want to share something and there's something that you want to talk about, I want to be that place. So I think that we can really learn from other people's struggles and just what other people have learned within their life and their experiences. And I want that for my podcast. I want to be like, okay, what is something that you've been through? I want to talk about it. And I want you to have a safe place to talk about it in, because yeah, I just think like that's just something that I actually enjoy and something that I'll like actually want to talk to people about. So I'm really excited. I've gotten like a couple girls just in my area that want to come on, and I'm just meeting with them, making sure that, you know, everything is ready. I'm so excited though. It's going to be so good. It launches on the 30th. So if you guys haven't seen it, I will start linking it in the descriptions just because it's going to be a bomb podcast. And like when you're doing cardio, who doesn't want to listen to a podcast, you know? Anyway, okay. So these are the V2 leggings. You guys have probably seen me wearing them, like these blue ones. I absolutely love the way they make my ass look. Crazy. We've also got a purple. And then we also have this gray. So we have the blue, purple, gray, and then just one of the black. I just have two different sizes. These are gorgeous. So with the V2, the difference so I would size up, I wear a medium. It's just like the V2 shorts, you guys. So with the V2 shorts, I size up. I'm usually a small in our shorts, but I was a medium. So with these, I did the same thing. I'm a medium in these, I think. Yeah. This is a medium. And the thing is, the scrunch, way better on these ones. So if you're a scrunch girly, this is gonna be perfect. I also find that the waistband is a little bit tighter. So with the V1s, I love how giving the waistband is, because to be honest, I don't like really tight waistbands. This one still isn't crazy tight. It's just tighter than the first ones. I do find that the thighs are a little bit tighter. So like if you, not even like that much, like I've definitely ordered some, like not to compare, but like I have ordered some Gymshark stuff and I literally can't get it over my leg. And I'm like, what the fuck, did I just like buy the wrong size? But I don't think I did. I think it's just their material. And I do find that these ones, and Maddie said the same thing, was like, it's just really tight on the thighs. So if you have tighter thighs, I would size up even more. Or if you have bigger thighs, I would size up even more. But to be honest, I feel like these ones just hug in a little bit, like they hug in the right places for it to just kind of accentuate everything. The material is, I would say the V1s are just softer. This is more of like a firm legging, but it's still not to the point of like, this is uncomfortable and I need to take this off. Like I actually, once we get these in, I'm gonna wear them all the time because I do feel like they're still comfortable enough to wear like on a daily basis. Yeah, they're actually really comfy and nice and just bomb. So this is a tee that I wanted to show you guys. This is a design that my designer did for me. Tina, shout out, love you. Oh my God, I had the best conversation. I'm just gonna talk about this design, then I'll talk about my conversation with Tina. So this design, I'm gonna do it in a couple different colors. I would love this to be like a unisex design, because could you imagine this with like the pink shorts? And then if the men also had like their version, maybe like a black riding version or something, it could be like matching, or you could not match, I don't care, but like, I just think it's cute, and I think James and I want some like cute matching stuff, which would be awesome. So yeah, that's it for designs, guys. I would love to try some on, but like, to be honest, I just don't feel like it right now. Maybe I will in a bit. So I had this really good chat with my designer yesterday, and honestly, like our chats just last for hours, I swear. Like we talked for like probably a good 3 hours, and I think throughout this burnout time at the beginning, like the very beginning of like when I kind of felt like it was happening and I was being like, starting to get moody and just starting to feel really drained and stuff. I feel like I'm a type of person that likes to deal with shit by myself. So I like to try to deal with everything alone. And not that I don't try to lean on other people, but a lot of times I just won't until it gets really bad. And then I'm like, oh shit, like I need someone to help me, like someone help me get out of this hole that I'm in. But with this, so I did try dealing with it by myself. And then I realized that I was like, I need a change. Like I need something in my life to change in order for me to not be in this space that I'm in. And so obviously like I've figured that out. I've made a change. But also I felt like it's been really helpful lately to be reaching out to people that I actually genuinely care about and that genuinely care about me. Like they will actually listen to me and be like, your feelings are valid. And I do have a few friends just in the city, and like my designer is like one of my really good friends and stuff. And it's been so helpful to just reach out. And I think that we hesitate to do that as just like an overall species of humans. Like I feel like we almost don't want to feel like a burden, but it's not that you're being a burden with other people. It's just that you won't feel like a burden with the right people is what I'm trying to say. Is like when you have these good friends and you have these people that actually genuinely care about you, when you tell them that you're struggling and this is what you're struggling with and you just want to talk about it, they will sit there and listen and they will try to help. I think that's the thing is we almost feel like they're not going to help or they're not even going to try or whatever. But realistically, like they'll send you podcasts that they've listened to that have helped them, or maybe they've experienced the same thing and you had no idea. Like you just don't even know what other people have gone through, no matter how close you are to them. And I feel like reaching out to people that are close to you helps so much. It's crazy. And yeah, anyways, this whole burnout thing has been quite a fucking journey. I've never actually felt this before. I feel like I'm not really in it anymore. I feel like the last 2 days or 3 days have been me just going up from this little like, burnout hole that I've been in. So now that I'm coming back up, I feel like my content will start just getting better again. Whereas when you're burnt out, in my case, a lot of it just comes out in my content because I'm trying to push content every single day. So if I'm burned out and I'm feeling that, I'm the one behind the camera, in front of the camera. Even worse. So when I'm feeling burnt out, I probably don't look as good. Like I feel like I'm drained. So it's really hard to talk on camera, or it's hard to come up with new ideas for new content. And that can be really hard. The content space is definitely something that shows you as a person, if that's what you're building content around. So it's really nice to be coming out of it and finally showing like me again in my content. Not that you guys would probably even notice a huge difference, but I notice a huge difference, and I notice a huge difference when I'm making content as well as when I'm pushing out content. Because I'll make something and then the next day I'll look at it and be like, oh my God, like that's the most negative thing ever. Why would you post that? Whereas I try to make my content really positive. So when I'm in a negative space, it's really hard to post and it be negative as well. And I don't want to portray that because I still want to inspire people and I still want to motivate people. I don't want to be in this negative space. And I also feel like the more I share it and the more that I talk to you guys about it, even though I'm just talking to a camera right now, but you guys still get to listen to all of this. And if any of you guys are going through any sort of burnout or any sort of like harder time, I just hope it inspires you and like somehow benefits you in a good way, because that's all I want to do. I want to share stuff that I'm struggling with, stuff that I'm doing in hopes to inspire other people, or, you know, show other people that it is okay if you are burnt out, and you're allowed to feel that way. You're allowed to feel depressed, and you're allowed to feel anxious. Like, everything is really valid. But it is your job to pull yourself out of it. And whether that is leaning on your friends a little bit more in that time, or leaning on your family, or, you know, your boyfriend, or whatever it may be. James has also been really fucking supportive. Like, he's gonna listen to this and edit this and be like, oh my God, babe, why'd you get so soft about this? But realistically, like, I just feel actually really blessed to have someone in my life that will, like, not even deal with me in this part, because I think that your partner should have to, like, they should be able to deal with you at your worst. They should be able to, you know, help you when you're at your worst. And I feel like James, how do I even explain how he like he doesn't react to me freaking out and throwing fits and whatever and being really emotional. He's so level-headed that it helps me get out of the space that I'm in, because I'm like, why am I even freaking out about this? And like, but he doesn't question it. He's not like, you're being ridiculous, or you shouldn't feel like this, or whatever. He's like, he actually is like, you're it's completely valid. Like, you've built this entire community. You've built an app this year. You've launched a clothing brand. Like, it has been a huge fucking year. And for him to just kind of be like, you fucking did this. Like, obviously you're gonna get burnt out, but not make me feel awful about it, not make me feel worse about it, is probably the most that I could ask from someone. Like, it's, yeah. And yeah, I don't even want to get too far into it, because I just feel really, really honestly grateful to have someone like him in my life for being the way that he is and reacting the way he does, and just like being my actual person. Like, he's so good with just everything that I'm going through. So that really helps. Like, if you have a partner that's actually willing to like help you out of it, and like validate your feelings too. Like, not be like, oh my God, you're being ridiculous and you're just being a girl and you're just on your period and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, there's a time when you get moody when you're on your period. Like, we're all fucking girls. We all have vaginas. Like, it fucking sucks. But it's not always that. You know, there are other things. And yeah, it's just, anyways, I'm done. That is a rant and a half. But I just want you guys to know that, like, it is valid what you're feeling. It's okay to feel that way, and find ways and things that make you feel good. Go back to the very fucking beginning. Like, whether you need to start journaling again, writing down 3 things that you're grateful for every single day. I used to do that all the time when I was super depressed, and it helped me so much. Like, even just waking up, I would be like, I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. And it's like, that sounds crazy, but at the same time, like, you have to get out of the negative space, and you have to push yourself to go into a more positive space, you know, get out of the house, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, all these designs, I mean, they will be launching soon. Gym bags will be May 12th with the straps and the socks. Should I show you guys the straps and the socks? I should probably show you guys. Okay, so socks are embroidered. As usual, everything that we do is embroidered. I feel like it's just our kind of thing now. They come in a pack of 3 pairs, in case you were wondering. And how cute, they have our logo. Like, honestly, website, oh my God, like, this is like the cutest little package thing I've ever had in my life. Okay, so there's white straps. These are the ones that James and I actually use, the white, which are cute. Black. And pink. So these are all coming out on May 12th, along with the gym bags, the new gym bags. And there might be a couple new pump cover designs. But We haven't perfected them yet, so I'm not gonna put any sort of rush on it. That's one thing with all of the clothing is I feel like if I'm not ready for it and I don't feel 100% in it, I will not launch it because it just doesn't feel right to me if I'm like, because this is my brand. Like, it falls back on me, you guys. If I come out with a shitty design, it is on me. I understand that sometimes shit doesn't happen in the way that you want it to, but if I'm being honest, I want to be proud of what I'm putting out, and I want to love what I'm putting out just as much. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys a lot, and I hope that everyone is coming out of this little dark time that we're all having. I know I am. I'm feeling so much better, and yeah, I'm just excited to move the fuck on out of this burnout that I've been in. Also, I need to fix my nails. Do you guys see that? Oh, that's annoying. What color should I get? I was thinking of like a mint green, but you guys will see it on Snapchat and, you know, my Instagram probably. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.